All right. So we're on Temporary Book Club Kids Edition. We call this Kids Take, and we've been trying to get Cormic on here for a little bit, but he wouldn't finish his book, right?
Mhm. Yep.
hmm And so he finished his book, and I'm trying out a new app. So we thought this is the perfect opportunity to do this. So thank you, buddy, for doing this. I appreciate it. This is my little boy, my biggest boy, actually. This is Cormic Meldon. Cormic, will you introduce yourself for me?
My name is Cormic Melvin. I'm his son, and my favorite color is blue. And my favorite sports are basketball, soccer, and football. And I'm 8. I'm in 3rd grade. I go to Loveland, and yeah.
And you had a soccer game today, right?
hmm
Yeah. I didn't get to go, though.
We
I
lost
didn't
though.
get to
It
go, though.
was 2-1.
But you did pretty good, right?
You got to go. You went to Anna's game.
Yeah, I had all my kids had games today at the same time. So we all had to spread out a little bit. So I hate missing them, but I heard you did pretty good though, right? You think you played pretty well?
Yeah, I saved a goal. I saved a goal when I was in defense.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. Cool. Wish I would have made it, but we got a bunch more, right? So what other books before we talk about this book? What other books have you read?
I finished Diary of a Kid, The Wrecking Ball, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know.
You don't even know that. You know that happens all the time. Me and a buddy of mine were talking recently, and we were talking about the books that we read, and just over the summer, and I forget so many of them. It just kind of happens that way. But I know you've
Yeah.
read a few more. Except this summer, you didn't do a lot of reading, did you? No,
No, not at all.
no.
Probably were like 5 minutes a week.
Yeah, if I don't even know if that's true. Um,
Yeah.
so the book, what's the name of the book we're going to talk about today?
I survived the Grizzlies.
1967, right?
Yeah.
That's the name
I
of the
think.
book. You probably don't realize it, but I think it's called "I Survived the Grizzlies" 1967. And
67.
what
Yeah,
made
I
you?
think it's 67.
Before you tell me what the book was about, why did you pick this book?
I don't know. I just like reading like a fiction. I mean like books that are true, but like I like reading them in like a fun way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like
I like
you like history books. You like
yeah, but I like reading them in a fun way. Like I like the I Survived series.
right because it's not
There's
just
tons of different books.
it's not nonfiction. It's not just information. They make it into a story, right?
Yeah, and they make it like kind of just like a story.
Tell me about this book. I Survived the Grizzlies,
Where
1967.
there's a couple characters. There's a grandpa, a granddaughter, and a grandson, and then there's their aunt and a cop.
And what happened?
And it really just at first they're just really at their grandpa's camp in Glacier, in the
Glacier
cabin.
National Park.
Yeah, Glacier National Park, and they're just out by the campfire, and it started getting cold, so they went inside, and they were the grandpa and the grandkids were just sitting reading a book, and they heard something, and something broke the window and tried to grab them, and they started hiding. But
So I didn't realize that when you were telling me when
mm-mm.
we were talking a little bit before. I was thinking they were
Mhm.
outside at a campfire.
Oh yeah, they were at first, but then they went and it was getting a little cold, so they went inside to read a book.
So the bear actually attacked them in the cabin.
No, it didn't attack them. It tried to grab them.
Tried to grab them. So then what happened?
Well, the next day the aunt heard about it, so the aunt came down the Glacier National Park and went to the cop station with the granddaughter, and they kind of like became friends, really close, because a long time ago, the cop's dad and him were going down to the woods, and there was a bear mom and some cubs, and the bear mom pushed his dad back and hit his head on a rock and died. And
Jeez.
then the bear scraped him, and now he has a mark on his face still, like a scar.
Yeah. A bear. I read this. I don't know if I guess yeah, that's a grizzly. If they wanted to, they could just with their claws and hand, they could rip your head off just with one swipe.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that
yeah.
crazy?
hmm That
Yeah.
is really
Yeah.
crazy. They're really strong.
So yeah. So what else happened then?
Then they just kind of became friends. So they were talking about they had lunch, and then they were talking about going on a hike the next day. So they went on a hike, like a couple mile hike on like a mountain to like this little like shack to hang out for the night, because they wanted to like learn
Right.
stuff about the Grizzlies and why there's so many there. And they were there for a couple nights, and they were hearing people like talking outside about Grizzlies, and that they saw some last night. And they were talking about that every night they see a big garbage thing down on the thing, and they watch Grizzlies eat it all. There's a big garbage pile down at the like bottom of the mountain, and they watch Grizzlies eat them.
Yeah, that's not real safe, is it?
Mm-mm.
Especially people around. Wow,
Um.
you do more details. You remember a lot more details than I do reading the book. Good job. Cool. Then what happens?
They were. I don't even know. They were just They stayed
So
there for a
what's the
couple
bad
nights.
part? Does they get attacked again?
No, down at when they're there, when they're about to leave. I think it was like a day before they left. Um, the ant. There was bears outside, so the ant tried to get into a safe place because the door was locked because it was night.
Mm-hmm.
So she got up in the top of the tree, and then the cop did too. And then I forget where the little girl was. I think she was maybe inside, but the
Mm-hmm.
bear like tried to grab her foot, and it tried to pull her down. And I think I like bit the foot or something like that, and it started bleeding. And I feel like it might have got her hand, or like I know something happened with her hand, but I forget what happened with it. And then the next day they went back, and she wanted to learn more about bears, so she wrote like a magazine about bears, or like a
Wow.
newspaper.
That's because I think the story was that when I was doing my research that nobody at Glacier National Park up till that point had ever been attacked by a bear. Am
Oh,
I right? Do you
yeah,
know that? Yeah. So
yeah, I
that's
think
why
so.
that's what made this a big story in 1967.
Wait, and at the end, there was one girl that got attacked sleeping in a tent one night, that when they got home, when they were like doing the thing, and then the next night that happened to two other girls too.
Oh wow. Jeez. Did anybody die in this book?
Hmm.
Or is everybody?
I
Yeah, they did.
think the girl. I think the girls did. The girls who
Really?
got attacked when they were camping. I think one of them did, or like two. Yeah.
So is this story a group? Is this book about just one group of people or a couple of different groups of people?
It's. I think it's about one, because they're
Just
really
one
just
group of
talking
people.
about one group. Yeah,
And the girl that wrote the book later, or is telling everybody about it, right?
yeah.
Me too. That you were learning about Grizzlies. Was it at school or no?
What? I couldn't hear you. You were out for a second. What were you saying?
Were you learning about Grizzlies at school too?
Oh, not really. But
Did you
my
hear that?
teacher the other day, my teacher told me that
Yeah.
she told the whole class. She said, I have something funny to tell you. I forget where it was, but they were like it's about to be the season for bears to hibernate. So there's tons of bears like going down to the river to get like tons of food, like salmon and stuff. So they like get tons of pounds, so they're all warm while they're hibernating. And they're doing like a heaviest bear
Right.
contest. There's one bear named Chubby. They named it Chubby because it was so like big and like heavy. It was over 1,000 pounds, and that one's in the lead right now.
Jeez. How.
But
I wonder how do they weigh them? Do they catch them? That's
I don't really
crazy.
know.
What would my bear nickname be?
I don't know.
You don't have to answer that.
Yeah, I'm not.
So what so why did you like this book? You know, it's just a
I
good
know
book,
in the
right?
middle of the
Sometimes
story
you don't
that
know.
something at the end is going to be really good. Yeah, and I know in the middle that like in the start that there's something to be good to like read about, like at the end. I know that in
Right.
the middle of the story and the start.
It gets you
So I keep
interested,
on
right? To
getting
keep
there.
reading. Right. Yeah, exactly. You get involved with the characters and what's happening,
Yeah.
and you know that something you can tell the build up, something's going to happen, and you want to figure
Mhm.
that out. And then when it happens, you want to know how if everything's going to be okay,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What
And it is called I
yeah.
Survived.
True.
But
So you know that they're going to be okay, right? Good call.
mhm.
So what other book are you going to read?
I'm reading I Survived. What is it called? I Survived the D-Day 1944.
Okay. And you
And
started that or not?
yeah.
You did?
Yeah. And I'm gonna and at my mom's I'm gonna start reading I Survived the Molasses Flood.
What is molasses?
I think I said that word wrong, but
You said it right. Molasses.
I don't know.
You know, molasses is like syrup.
Dirty water?
Syrup. Isn't that weird?
That'd be pretty sticky. That'd be sticky.
Yeah. So I
Imagine,
don't know anything about it. So maybe you'll
imagine
have to come
waking
back and
up.
tell us.
No, imagine waking up in your bed, all like with that covered all over you. It'd be like glued to your bed. You want to be
Imagine
able to get up.
if your face were covered in it, trying to
Oh,
breathe.
oh, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I gotta find. I don't know much about that. I don't know anything about that, so I'll have
yeah,
to figure that out.
yeah. We're
Cool,
reading I
buddy.
Survived. We're at my school right now. We're reading I Survived the shark attack.
Oh, you guys are reading it together?
Yeah, at school. No, not together. We're just like reading at the end of the day, like just like a read aloud.
Oh, she reads it to you.
Yeah, we just finished it the other day.
So wait, do you all have a copy of the book to follow along or not?
Oh no, she just reads it to us. She reads it
And
to
you just
us.
put
Yeah,
your
we
head
don't.
down.
No, we just listen. She lets us like take out whatever we have, like maybe a fidget spinner, like a fidget toy, and she lets us like listen. And we're really allowed to like put our head down if we wanted, but
But you don't.
I don't.
No. And she finished that one. Was that a good one?
Yeah, it's really good.
You have that one, don't you?
No, I survived. I just said like the ones that I have, and I have I Survived. What is it called? It's about like the plane crashing into the building in 2001.
9/11. Yeah, 2001.
Oh yeah,
Good job.
9/11.
9/11. And then you have I survived Gettysburg, which is from the Civil War.
Oh yeah, and what's the other one that we're gonna read?
That was
I
the Gettysburg one.
Survived. Oh no, but we have a
Gettysburg.
different one too. We got a different one. We
The
got two
one in
in
my
there.
room is Gettysburg. Yeah.
I know we had a different one, but oh, remember we read
I don't remember.
we're reading I Survived the Death Cave.
Well, that's not I survived. But yeah, that's called what is that called? Trapped in
I
Death Cave.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a book.
I said
That was
I
I was
survived. Wait, I said
yeah.
I survived.
Yeah, that's okay. But Trapped in Death Cave was a book I read in third grade, same age as you, that really got
Oh
me
yeah.
the ball rolling to start reading. So I thought we should read it. So, we started reading it, I think, during quarantine, and then summer
Yeah.
came along, and then it kind of fell to the wayside. And so we
Yeah,
got to get back into that.
we got it when we were like going to like half price books like 2 times a week.
When we could actually go back, right? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So awesome, bud. I thank you so much for doing this. And will you do it again?
Yes.
Yes. Was it fun?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, buddy. I love you. I'll see you in about 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. You're right
All right.
upstairs, right above me.
Yeah.
I can hear you
All right,
every
buddy.
word you say. Bye.
Well, I hope so. Bye. Love you.